everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ingrid's World. I'm your host, Ingrid Paris Hicklin. On this show, you get to meet Shaunda Thompson, an Army veteran, career coach, image consultant, certified international life coach, trainer, author, and yes, she's a professor. She is a CEO of Esteem Boutique and co-author of an upcoming book, The New Female Leader, a woman's book for dynamic leadership skills. Her chapter is titled, Who Are You? The Pursuit of Authenticity Through Personal Branding. Well, welcome to the show, Shaunda. I'm so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell our viewers about you, about yourself.
Well, I am originally from Peoria, Illinois. It's a town in central Illinois. We're known for Bradley University, former location of Caterpillar Tractor Company's world headquarters.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So I'm from a small town in central Illinois. I'm the youngest of four girls, and I've always wanted to see the world. So I joined the Army. My entire family was shot, particularly my mom and dad. Partially, again, because I wanted to see the world, and then I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps.
Oh
My father is a Marine, and everyone in the military, and I think you know this, we playfully make fun of other branches.
Oh.
So to follow in my dad's footsteps of being in the military, and I wanted to spite him by going into the Army.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
the Marines in the Army are constantly battling. So I joined the Army. My first duty station was in Korea, 10,000 miles away from home. So I served 4 years active, 2 years reserves. And I left the military. I went back to school. I pursued my associate's degree in early childhood education.
Mhm.
And the ironic part about that is I never said I would be a teacher. Now, growing up, my parents are from the South, and it was always embedded in my head that you're going to be a teacher, doctor, or a lawyer. And children never want to do anything
Yes.
that our parents tell us that we're going to do. So the irony of it, I went back to school, got my associate's degree, taught in early childhood quite a bit. Went on to get my bachelor and master in communication from the University of Illinois at Springfield.
Wow.
Once I completed my undergraduate and graduate education in Illinois, I then relocated back to the East Coast, where I worked in banking and higher ed. So previously, I've worked at North Virginia Community College as an academic center director. I've worked at Mason University as a career counselor. I also taught, let me back up, at Nova, public
Wow.
speaking courses, business communication, intercultural communication. I also taught at Mason University, the intro to public speaking. I was the professor that taught 7:30 a.m. public speaking courses.
Wow.
And now at George Washington University, I am a career coach, and I also first year experience for development.
You know, what an amazing career you have had. And
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's so exciting to have you on because you're doing these great things and you are just learning all along. When you were in the military, I mean, we have a couple of photographs of you. What was your expertise? What did you specialize
Yes, so my expertise was logistics. So any purchasing, anything that needed to be returned, anything that needed to be tracked, that was my job. I was always in two units, either in military intelligence or a signal
in?
unit.
That's really interesting. And so then And weren't you at also George Mason University too?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. And now you're at George Washington University. So tell us, a little bit more about what you do at George Washington University.
Yes, at George Washington University, I am a career exploration coach.
Hmm.
So I primarily work with first and second year students, helping them figure out what do they want to major in? What can they do with this major?
Yes,
What can they do with their life?
yes.
How to best position themselves for an internship.
Wow.
I also work with juniors and seniors as well as alumni, but my target audience are first and second year students. And I love the career exploration side because I like help individuals put the pieces of the puzzle together because it seems so overwhelming when you're
Hmm.
young and you don't have a lot of life experience, or you don't have a lot of information about a vocation,
Right,
or you don't
right.
have a lot of information about yourself. I also conduct interpretations of career assessments, which is very important to have self knowledge. You have to know
Mm.
what your values are, know what your strengths are, what your skills are. All this information inform the choice of your career. I really enjoy it.
I can see I get across your passion about what you enjoy. So as we're recording the show and we're doing it on Skype when you would have normally been here in the studio. How has the pandemic affected your duties, and how have you been made, as they say, pivot behind that?
Yes, great question. So COVID has impacted my duties. Everything has moved virtually. And with everything moving virtually, it's very important to keep in mind that students have had to do everything differently. So not only are their appointments with career services virtually, their coursework is virtually.
Wow.
So on top of having to adjust to that, some students are back at home when they were accustomed to kind of living away, and they
Yes.
have to deal with transitional issues. And when you put, I guess, add on to their plate, what
Mm-hmm.
am I going to do with my life? What am I going
Mm-hmm.
to do with my career?
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm starting to see students more because of all of these things going on. So I would say the biggest change is everything's virtual,
Okay.
and then kind of helping students unpack those other issues on top of career development.
Right, because I can imagine it is quite impactful that you thought you were going to be away, at school,
Right,
and now you're back home,
right.
um, and sometimes home is very far from Washington D.C.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
particularly at GW. My
yes,
goodness, you have international students, so that's
yes.
that's really something else. So now, so you're keeping what motivates you in this position, because that it sounds like to me you have more work than before.
That's
It sounds
awesome.
like it.
I love being busy, and I really have a passion for helping students. One thing that motivates me, one of my strengths, well, let me back up. All of my strengths fall into the relationship building domain. So that means I'm naturally gifted in building rapport with individuals,
Ah,
really listening, and then honing in on individuals' interests or skills, and giving student information for different vocations to kind of look at that match their skills. And students often wonder or ask, how did you do that? Or I didn't even consider that. I really take pride in really listening and treating each student as an individual.
wow.
And when I get those thank you emails or the messages on LinkedIn, that is the best. Knowing that I helped this make an important decision that's going to impact their life really motivates me.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. So you're very successful, and now you have a new book out. So
Yes.
tell us about your new book.
Yes, so I am one of many authors in this anthology, and the new female leader really showcase all the women bosses that are out there in the world. So my chapter particularly asks the question, who are you? Because a lot of time when we think of personal branding, we think of this, we have these glossy images of this wonderful self or wonderful person, but you really have to stop, see what's behind that. You have to peel down the layer
Mm-hmm.
and ask yourself, who are you? Because you want to reveal your authentic self. And I really feel my chapter was focused on you have to do that self work and you have to know that for yourself before you can even present that to the world.
I really agree with you because you really have to know yourself. And my goodness, hasn't the workplace changed?
Yes.
Because I can remember now, this is dating myself, but let's just share. When I went back to when I was in the workplace, we were told not to have pictures of our family on our desk or in our office because it indicated that we were really busy and we weren't going to be, 100% in. And that really, it's not a good feeling. So I
Right.
love the fact that you are embracing, and now women in the workplace can embrace who
Yes.
they are.
Definitely.
Oh,
Def-
that's exciting.
Whatever motivates you is really what you need to hold on to, use that to help you move forward.
Yes.
In the era of COVID, no one could have ever predicted this global pandemic. And I feel like this pandemic is actually a blessing. It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the same way that we entered the pandemic, you shouldn't leave it. This
Yes.
pandemic has really offered time. It's offered the opportunity for you to think and grow and see what can you do differently in your life. So I
Oh,
think that this valuable gift of time, this
yes.
valuable gift of working from home or just being fortunate if you are working, it's a gift.
Yes. Yes, it really is. When we met, I met you at the Congressional Black Caucus.
Yes,
I guess it was just fate. It was kismet because
yes, yes,
I I left my pearls, and I'm a pearl girl, as you can see,
yes.
and I left my pearls, and I was like, what am I gonna do? And I went stopped by your boutique, and you had, and then we started chatting it up, and you said, well, actually,
Yes.
I'm a college professor. And I'm like, yeah, go figure. So tell us about your other business that you have going on.
Yes. So I have a few businesses. So, like you said, you stopped by my boutique. So, Esteem Boutique. So, I specialize in statement pieces. I have brooches, clutches, necklaces, and I started Esteem Boutique. I've always loved accessories. I was the little girl that always dressed up in my mom's clothes
Uh-huh.
back in the day. So now I'm going to date myself. So back in the day, remember Avon had those little tester lipstick?
Oh my
They were
goodness,
in those
yeah.
little tubes.
Yes, yes.
My mom had those, and she would get so upset with me. I would have her heels on. I would put gobs of her jewelry on, and I'd have lipstick all over my face. And I love playing dress up. And I feel as an adult, I'm still playing dress up.
Wow.
So fast forward 3 years because I love accessories. I just decided, you know what? Let me try my hand at having an accessory boutique, and I really, really enjoy it because of COVID.
Yeah.
Everything's virtual now, so I really miss doing the pop ups
Yeah.
and meeting, my customers face to face.
Yeah.
But because of COVID, I've had to pivot to the e-commerce, so I'm learning that and I'm building that. I also have my own private coaching practice. So I
Oh,
do career coaching, I do image consulting, color analysis. So I would say everything within my portfolio, professional, development, enhancement.
you know what I my takeaway is that you are following what you enjoy, and
Yes.
because I get this aura, and I see your face, and you're like just glowing as you speak
Yeah.
about your different things that you're doing. Is that how you planned it?
That is how I planned it, but this is really a process that has taken me a few years to get really comfortable with. Because when I first started, I struggled with imposter syndrome, and I was just afraid to put myself out there, to put my passion
Hmm.
out there. And I had to talk to that inner critic. So I had to coach myself and remove that negative self-talk so I can move forward in what my gift and my abilities are. So I feel like that's what's giving this glow is I'm walking in my gift.
So, I love that because often hear I'm walking in my purpose, but you said I'm walking in my gift. I
Yeah,
love that
thank you.
because I do feel that we receive gifts.
Yeah,
And it's up to us, to use those gifts. And it's a beautiful
yeah,
thing when you realize what
yeah,
your gift is and you walk in
yeah,
it. Oh my
yes.
goodness. I love what you're saying about COVID-19. That yes, this is an opportunity, for us to reflect. I know personally, I now am the convener of the family Zoom party every weekend.
I like that.
And we have, let me see, yesterday it was four truths and a lie.
Oh,
And wow, lots of
that,
scandal. But
yes. What's that activity on the first day?
what's
The
this,
fourth?
yeah, we do a lot of activities, but what I'm learning, and I have on the call a lot of millennials, and they are hilarious. And then of
Yeah,
course we have baby boomers and Gen
that
Xers,
generation.
and it's hilarious. So, but you're right, is to look at what does COVID. So, as we look at this, what lessons would you like to share with people that you've learned, and particularly for our viewers? What would
So
you like to tell us?
one of the things I think the most important takeaway I would like to give viewers is to don't doubt yourself and just to do it and to really understand the importance of time. So with COVID, a lot of us that are from home, we don't have that commute anymore. So what are you doing with that extra time that you have that you're not commuting? And the other takeaway is it's never too late. I've always said that I was a late bloomer. So I feel like if I can walk in my gift and I'm really finally doing what I love to do, anybody can do it. So it's never too late. So whatever idea, if you want to conduct that workshop, if you want to write that book, you want to write that song, transition careers, it's not too late. The
How
last,
inspiring.
thank you. Last takeaway, surround yourself with positive people and know that everyone would not see your vision, and that's okay. Your vision is just that. It's your vision. It's what God has given to you, and you only. So other people are not going to quite see it like you will see it. Don't let that for you. It's
Oh,
your vision. It's your God-given vision.
oh my goodness, it's wonderful. You are an amazing. So, well, lastly, where can people get more information on you?
Yes. So I have two websites. So so Esteem Boutique is www.esteemboutique.shop. And for career coaching, image consulting, my webinars or workshops, www. I'm sorry, www.shaundathompson.com.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure having you on the show. You're really exciting. Continued success. And I'm telling you, it's just great because I feel as if you said something very key. It's never too late.
It's never too late.
And that to me brings hope to so many people that I hope will watch this show. So thank you for taking the time to convey that message.
Thank you for having me.
Well, my inspirational quote is from Oprah Winfrey. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. Thank you for watching Ingrid's World. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook or follow Ingrid's World VA in Twitter and Instagram. And if you miss an episode, you know what to do. Watch Ingrid's World on YouTube or ingridsworld.org. Thanks for watching.